Good morning. Welcome once again to The Morning Touch. The Morning Touch is brought to you by the Chaplaincy for the Homeless and the FSBC in Glendale. We're certainly glad that you listen on a daily basis. We encourage you to tell others about us, as well as encourage them to subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. You know, we've been talking about the value of the Christian hymns that we sing. And I can tell you that there's nothing like understanding the deep-seated meaning of such hymns as "Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior," "Just As I Am Resolved," and "Near to Thy Heart, O God." Understanding those set the foundation. You understand God, you understand your relationship with God, and it is a motivator, it is an encourager to help you want to be more like Jesus Christ. Well, today, we're going to talk a little bit more about how do I become more like Jesus Christ. It's as simply as understanding the hymn written by Adelaide Pollard. That hymn is called "Have Thine Own Way." And that hymn goes something like this: "Have thine own way, Lord, have thine own way. Thou art the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me after thy will. While I am waiting, yielded and still." To become more like Jesus, to deepen our relationship with God, we must allow God to become the potter of our lives, and we become the clay that allows Him to mold us and make us after His will. You know, I'm reminded of Jeremiah chapter 18, verses 3 through 6, where Jeremiah echoed the same thought, where he says, "I am the potter, and you, Lord, are the clay." Indeed, when Adelaide wrote that song, it was written out of a thought about her situation. She was a very talented soul who had a dream of doing evangelism in Africa, but could not raise the funds because at that particular time, the funds were just not available. But she maintained that dream of being able to do mission work in Africa. But through her frustration and through her dealing with the setback of not being able to do what she wanted to do, she was inspired to write "Have Thine Own Way" from an elderly woman who prayed in 1902. She heard that elderly woman say this: "Lord, have your way with our lives." And it was from that moment that she was enlightened. And it was from that moment that she understood that it's not my will, but thine. And it is from that that motivated her to write "Have Thine Own Way." Now, eventually she did do a little bit of work, mission work in Africa, but when she was unable, she became unable to, she continued writing hymns. But one of the most significant ones is this one here, "Have Thine Own Way," in where she had to buffet her body, as she had to buffet her mind, and understand that some things don't always happen as quickly or as fast or even in the way that we like. Some of us give up and get frustrated with God because things don't turn out the way we want, how we want them. My friends, how much are we like her in that we have goals, we have desires, we have dreams? They don't always match up. But my friends, here's the deal. Life is not always peaches and cream. It's not always peaches and cream. Life can leave us weary, wounded, and beaten. but it's how we deal with it. It's where we place our faith that makes the difference. She could have possibly walked away and said, okay, God, I can't go to Africa. I can't be a missionary. Forget it. I'm going to go be a clerk. I'm going to go be whatever, a secretary. But my friends, that's not what she did. She had a strong Bible undergirding. And it was that sustained her, to the point that when the Lord exposed her to that woman's prayer, she was able to write one of the most powerful hymns that we sing today. Have thine own way, Lord, have thine own way. Thou art the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me after thy will. My friends, I don't know how much more to say, except to say that even in crisis, we need to reflect. Even when things aren't going so well, we need to reflect. When I think about the third stanza of that song, it talks about her struggle. It talks about her pain. How much more is she than us? She is just like us, and we are just like her. That, my friends, life can leave us wounded. Life can leave us challenged. Life can leave us beaten down. Life can leave us ready to surrender. Life can leave us ready to give up. But my friends, in the lowest and darkest of moments, please remember to let God have his own way with your life and your heart. Let God mold and make you after his will. Let God shape you into what he has for you. It's very important that we understand that. Because you see, our prayer shouldn't be, Lord, give me, give me, give me. Our prayer should be, Lord, fill me with your Spirit. Lord, open my eyes and help me understand my disappointments, my frustrations. Help me to understand and not give up amidst the fact that I can't go and be a missionary in Africa, or I can't get the job that I want, or I can't get healed of this particular disease. Don't give up and give in. Allow the Lord to mold and make your will and build your faith in that truth. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly during times like that. Your prayer should be to ask God to preserve your spirit, to preserve your soul, to help you when you're wounded and you're beat down and you're weary. Because you see, that's what the devil does. The devil's design is for you to fail. The devil's design is for you to quit and give up. The devil's design is for you to blame God so that you won't ever look his way again. My friends, right now, I say that if you're going through those things, stop, take a deep breath, and look and listen. The fact is, let God have his own way with you. Let God shape you, mold you, and make you after his will. Because God is, Jeremiah said, the potter, and we are the clay. And if you put your clay into God's hand, he will make a great thing and do great things with you and for you. Like I said, things don't always go our way. Things didn't go her way. But as a result of her disappointments, she wrote, have thine own way. As a result of her disappointments, she was motivated to deepen her relationship with God. And as a result of deepening her relationship and strengthening her foundation, she was able to write, have thine own way. She was able to allow God to mold her and make her. And this is the result. Have thine own way. Have thine own way. My friends, my prayer today is that you will fill your heart with the Spirit of God. and that your prayer will be that God will preserve you in your frustration and in your disappointment, and that you will look to Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. The Morning Touch is brought to you by the Chaplaincy for the Homeless and the FSBC in Glendale. Please go back to the scriptures today. Set your heart in line with God. Allow him to mold you and make you, and you'll wake up a better person, a happier person, a more settled person, and you'll wake up in true harmony and fellowship with his will. God bless you and keep you. We'll see you again next time on The Morning Touch.